hold on just a second. I have a work call coming in. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyways, so I wanted to see this bag in person. I was torn between this one and a raffia bag from Ferragamo. And so, in long story short, I went with the Fendi, obviously. But a little backstory, I was in Munich and I went into the Prada store and they had a wicker bag that I really liked. It was a hard wicker, not a raffia. And that and some loafers, and I wanted to try on, and they refused to wait on me. So I just put everything down and walked out. And I'm glad I did, because one, you shouldn't be treated like that, but two, this was really what I was eyeing, and so I would have been not settling, but not getting what I was originally intending to get. And luckily, just like half a block down was the Ferragamo store, so I walked in there, and the Fendi store, and walked into Fendi, saw it, and I was like, that's what I want. The girl was super nice, so helpful. She could tell I knew what I was looking for. They got it down. I was deciding between the two sizes, but again, the peekaboo to me just looks its best in the smaller size. So I went with that. It was also the day before Mother's Day, and they were just so nice to my mom. They even brought out a bouquet of flowers for her, which was a nice little touch. She was just sitting in the corner, waiting on me to finish my purchase. But yeah, so it's got the raffia details. I love it. It did come with a crossbody, and I have used this one as a crossbody. It's raffia on the one side, leather on the other, suede at the bottom. Fendi for the peekaboo still come with raincoats with the outline of the peekaboo design. So that's a nice little touch that I think is nice, especially for like certain bags. You don't, like, this isn't a full leather bag, so it could get damaged pretty easily. And the one thing I liked about it was the weaving on this. So like, I like that you could see the weaving of the raffia into the leather. But yeah, so my little anti-Prada store story. I refuse to shop there now. I pass by every Prada store I have. They won't get my money. If I was to ever get Prada, it would be pre-loved. But even that, just thinking about it, I choose not to go into their store. And then this bag is called Bulrini. It's a Italian leather brand company. We were in Trieste, but it's a Florence brand, and they just had a store in Trieste, and the girl opened up. It's just a nice cognac leather. Smells like, it's got that leather smell that leather stores have. What I loved about this, because I was deciding between this and another bag, was the opening. The opening is what decided it for me. So let me put this down so you can see it. So if you pull it all the way and push down the other piece, it opens up just like that. It has a little satchel on the inside. What is in the satchel? Paperwork. Which is suede. The inside is all suede. You can remove the satchel. It's got a little clip in there, so it doesn't have, if it's in your way, you don't have to keep it in there. It's bigger on the inside than you would think. So you can easily put stuff in there. But that is what sold me on this bag, with the closure. So then when you pull it back, you just pull it down and it locks in there. Let's see if you can see the little hook. So you push down and it pulls out. So yeah, I haven't actually used it yet, but I will. It is only a crossbody. That's my only thing, but that's probably why I haven't used it yet. But like I said, I will. Just so different, and I love to have bags that are different and unique. So put this away. So this is a Hermes bag that most people have never seen. They know that it's a Kelly by that look. It is vintage. It has got some wear on it. I found it pre-loved. If I can find the name of it, I'll tag it in the bottom. It's very, I did not go looking for this bag. It popped up, And I actually thought it was fake at first because I didn't know Hermes made a bag, a Kelly bag like this, with the detailed stitching, but they do. So yeah, I like silver hardware because my other ones have, I only have my excuse me, two of mine had gold, one had silver, so this was a nice silver. It does come with a crossbody that unfortunately doesn't have the stitch detailing like this. It's just a plain leather strap. So that's a little disappointing, because this is a nice crossbody bag. It lays just so great and it's not too big, but I do wear it as a shoulder bag quite a bit. But yeah, so nothing over the top. It was not cheap even, and I did get it sent off to a cobbler to get cleaned up. So that's why it looks as good a shape as it is, but I did not receive it in anywhere near this good a shape. And then I've got my only Jimmy Choo purse. It is not real python. It is just to look like python. It is all leather though. Opens up pretty wide. I don't know why I didn't show you the opening of the other bag. I guess just because I feel like so many people have seen that bag other than the stitching detail. But anyways, well, also the strap is right here on this one. That's kind of why I needed to open it. You can double it up and wear it as a shoulder bag, or it can go all the way down and wear as a long shoulder or as a crossbody. Doesn't quite hang up. I would like it to hang a little bit lower. So if I'm a small medium, so if you're bigger than me, it's going to hang maybe higher than you'd like for a crossbody. But yeah, I mostly use it as a shoulder bag anyways. Love the coloring of it. I got this at the Jimmy Choo in Prague, I believe. Guess I could save time on these videos by doing this part later, but I don't want to have to do work later. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Alright, so moving on down. I have my only true white bag, and it is a Louis Vuitton, what was this called? On Cloud or something like that. But it's all debossed, I believe it is, or embossed, I can't remember which one, with the Louis Vuitton monogram signature. It's got this detail. Again, this is part of the men's collection. Has a little bit of color transfer on the back. I did buy it pre-love from on Whatnot from the Dons. But they told me that. I knew it when I got it. They're very open about that kind of stuff. It does come with a thick strap, and you can tell, one of the ways you can tell it is a man's bag is by that strap, because they do that for them usually. And it's just thick all around, because this bag to me doesn't need a strap that thick, but I know that gives it a more masculine look. I do not carry this very often because of how white it is, but I loved it, and I had regretted not getting a bigger version they had at a different point. Loved it, did not swipe on it to buy it quick enough, hesitated. Somebody else got that beautiful bag, and it was in slightly better shape than this one. But yeah, so it's got a handle. I do probably want to send it off and get it cleaned. I just haven't had the chance to do it. It hasn't been a priority. But I use it as a top handle. It's a fun bag. It's just the white leather is just so delicate for, you know, anything dark of doing color transfer, like you can see on there a little bit. But yeah, I like it because it's not a bag that you see every day from Louis Vuitton. So let's see. Then I have this little Chanel vanity bag. Super cute. It's got your CCs at the bottom, your CC here. I loved the top handle detail. It does have a strap as well. I wish the strap was removable. I'll be honest, but you can wear it as a little crossbody, that kind of thing. Let's see. Open it up. Again, I haven't actually used this much because of the phone space. I mean, it still even has the plastic on the mirror. Like, that's how I should take that off. But, you know, with the flip case now, I can use it. So perfect. And actually, yeah, I'll probably use it more often now that that works. But yeah, so very cute little bag. And I put on this just little, this is somebody was making like little bag charms, and they made like a little Chanel one. This is not an authentic Chanel bag charm. I just thought it was cute, so I added it, and it's to look like a little tweed flap. So yeah, this is, you know, this is not real here, the bag charm, but the bag is. I think the vanity bags are fun, and I liked the handle detail on this one being so different with the pearls. Then I have another little Chanel bag. I believe this was a beauty gift one though, so this is not like, while it is, yeah, so this was a beauty gift and it is vegan leather. This is not a Chanel boutique bag. This was Chanel beauty gift bag, but I use it. I don't care. It was still made in Italy. It is just vegan leather. That's the only downside. What I like about it is that it does hold even a bigger phone. It's a great crossbody bag. That's what I loved most about it. And it even has like, it even does some of the details that some of the Chanel boutique bags do. And it has like the strap, adjustable strap ball thing. So you push it and you can, you know, decide the length of the strap you want. So I do like it for that reason. Like I said, it's a good running errands bag for the day. And opens up quite big. So yeah, Chanel beauty item Chanel beauty items can be nice as well. So I've seen lately a lot of people talking about the vanities at Chanel Beauty, so I might check that out, the vanity bags. But that one's not one of those, but like I might check that out, that you get it, like it's basically the same thing. So I'm wondering if it's one of the cost difference is that it's vegan leather and not real leather. But hey, not everything needs to be premium, right? And then I have my second Aigner bag. So while we were in Munich and I got the other Aigner bag that I mentioned in my first video, this is video number 3 now, I had seen this. Now, I will say at the time, I didn't think about it. It has Birkin-esque vibes with this here, but it clips in, which honestly the Birkin can learn something from that for these. It does not affect it in any way. It's strictly ornamental. It does not like close the bag in any way based off that. So I will say that's the difference. It opens up quite big. It is a magnetic closure. It's got a dust bag and crossbody strap. I just liked it because it's a classic everyday bag. Like, it came in different sizes. I think this was the medium, and it was like the most everyday usable one. Not big enough for a laptop or anything like that, but like if you just have a bunch of stuff you know you have to carry that day, then this is like the bag for that. And I just like it. I think Aigner is trying to make a comeback, and I think it's underrated. So also, like, this is a little card that was in it, and it also talks about how they're a member of the Leather Working Group. So it says, by purchasing this product, you are supporting responsible leather manufacturing through the Leather Working Group. So, nice little touch. And again, Aigner Munich is different from American Aigner. They separated a while ago, and I do know they are trying to buy the American Aigner back to reinstate their name basically and bring the quality back up of American Aigner, because that's kind of what happened, is that the American Aigner kind of ruined the brand name. But it even has feet on it, and way more expensive bags do not have that, fully leather. And I got the shoes that match this bag, matter of fact. Let me see if I can find them real quick. While we were there, they had these little shoes. Same color, same A design for Aigner. So yeah. Then we get into a bag I found in a little shop in Italy. I think it was Milan. I don't honestly remember. It's all leather. It's my other navy blue bag. And I went with navy blue on this one because I know I don't have a lot of navy blue bags. I think they had a black as well. And I just love the details of how they did this leather work. And like, it's just so different. It's so soft and squishy, but still holds its shape. It's just, I've never seen anything like it. And it comes with this brown, like, I'm assuming it's plastic, not acrylic, like little hand strap. And it's great for like shoulder bag. But it also comes with a leather strap for if you want it to be, I don't even know if that's big for that's not even big enough for crossbody. So that's just a leather strap if you'd rather that. But it opens up nice and big. And this is the brand. They told me she had showed her bags at a New York fashion thing that was going on. Not like a runway or anything, but like a fashion event to get her brand out there. But this is the brand. B'More, Italy. Like I said, it was a clothing boutique that she was happening to sell her bags in. And I thought it was just so different, so high quality, so pretty. Just like I said, I like to have bags that you don't see on everybody else while still having some bags that you do see on everybody else. So yeah, super cute bag. And in that same store, I found this little bucket bag. And it's all leather. And while it's kind of got the taupe look color here, the detail that kind of made it nice was that it had a contrast color for a handle with the clochette matching the handle. So it also came with a longer strap, as it seems like they all do anymore, in the same color as the bag. So if you wanted to go full monochrome, you could. And it even came with a little pouch. Again, all fully Italian leather, handmade in Italy. Nice and big bucket bag, so nothing fancy there, just the detail, the contrast detail. And I was in the market for a bucket bag, and I thought that's different. Came with a little pouch, and there's the brand. Get it to show without. Let's see. Is it on the dust bag? Yes, also on the dust bag. So that's the brand. So again, this is where, you can find luxury, because to me, handmade leather, good quality leather is a luxury. Like, not that it doesn't have a designer name is not what always makes something luxurious. And then let's see. I have this vintage baby. I've had this for probably about a decade. It is box leather. This lady was just selling at an estate sale all her stuff, and I did look it up. It's a British brand. It's called Adrian Gold, made in England, real leather. I guess it's like somewhat of a designer brand. Don't quote me on that. I never heard of it, but it's just like a classic, almost like pillbox kind of bag. It is, like I said, box leather. You can see the scratches on it. But otherwise, for this being made in the 30s, if I remember, 30s or 40s, I'd have to double check. It might even be 50s. So let me see if I can figure that out again. I've had it for so long, I don't remember. But I first looked it up. I remember it was a vintage baby. And I love her. She's super classic. I feel very feminine when I use it, and when I want to feel prim and proper, or when I want to have like a hard edge fashion show but soften it up with this bag. That's what I do. And then I have a Marc Jacobs bag. I got it on a cruise ship. I love the red. It is one of the softest, scrunchiest leathers you will ever find. And to talk about, I keep saying I'm not really into crossbody stuff. To show you another example of that, here's the original strap for it, still in the plastic. So, again, just a nice quality bag made when he still made really high quality bags. I know now he's known for, the tote bag and the baguette, or, well, no, that's Fendi, but, you know, that he did with them. But just back in the day when it was just his normal makings, I found this, thought the color was beautiful. It's one of the, like I said, one of the softest leathers I have ever felt. And it just gets softer with time. So I don't use her too much, but I do use her, especially around the holidays when it's spread season and all that. Okay, now I think I can move to the other side. We're 20 minutes in, but I'm going to make it, this one's just going to have to be a little longer. I'll try to stop talking so much. So, hopefully that'll work for it. Good job, Bean. Sorry. But yeah, so let's start with this bag over here. Watch out. So I'm going to start from the bottom up. And I'm going to go with my very, very, very first luxury bag I bought myself with my big girl money. It is a Spee 30. I had considered the 25, but at the time, I loved that my iPad could fit in it easily, no problem. So I went with the 30. To tell you how old this baby is, other than just the wear on the handles, on the vachetta and all that, I got this for $800. You cannot buy them. It was brand new. You cannot buy them brand new for that anymore. But yeah, so again, I don't use crossbody. Look how the vachetta leather looks on that. Like, I don't use that at all. But yeah, so just another example of that. I do have an insert in it. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I do have an insert in here. I like it to keep it standing up because it is so old. Then back to the leather store in Italy, in Florence, the School of Leather. One of the 2 bags I was able to buy on site. I didn't have to get custom made, and I almost didn't even get it, but I'm so glad I did. I use it way more than I expected. I loved the chocolate brown of it. It's a very soft leather. It's a perfect little shoulder bag. It does come with a crossbody. It is full leather on the inside. I mean, you just don't see that anymore. Like, everything is full leather lined on the inside. I try to keep the stuffing in the bags. It helps with keeping them propped up. But yeah, the little bow detail, it was only €200, handmade full Italian leather. Now this is just a bag charm. It's Burberry. It is nothing to do with this. I think it looks cute on that bag. It gives it a little character for an otherwise somewhat plain bag. And then we go into this bag. And this is my Margo bag. It is a nice all Ethiopia leather, very beautiful canvas on the inside. It's a nice, you know, row bag. What does that say? Oh, never mind. Anyways, I think the Margo is a great bag. I love the shape of it. If I could ever get more, I will, but they are quite expensive. I'm hearing talks of a waiting list, but I don't know that that's true. Just think people are trying to hype it up to, I don't know, get people not to buy it. I don't know what the hype is for it. But I would love it in a smaller version as well. I mean, this is a great work bag. I can fit a laptop in its size, but I would like the smaller tin one if I could ever land it. So, but yeah. I'm missing something. I love it so much that I wish I could get it in a suede version. I have not been able to land it. So I found this from my girl that it was in Prague. I got the suede version from her. So this is not a real Margo. I wish I could get it in the suede version in a price I was willing to pay. But like I said, I love it so much, and they're good bags. They're good for work. I use it all the time, and I love a good suede. So yeah, that's this bag. But it is still Italian suede and handmade, so that's one of the reasons I like to get bags from her. It also sometimes lets me She doesn't try to fake it with fake markings or anything like that, because I'm not trying to pass it off as real if it's not real, kind of thing. But also I think if you really wanted to test out a bag to see if you really like it, if it's worth the thousands and thousands of dollars, that's not a bad place to start to see, am I really going to get use out of this bag as much as I think I will? So yeah, this one's just going to be a little bit longer, but we are nearing the end. So then we get into my only crocodile bag. This is a South African crocodile. She's an emerald beauty. I found her, it's like a pochette style. She comes with a crossbody as well in the crocodile. There's a little third generation bag maker in Milan, Italy called Giosa Milano, and they still hand make their bags, and they specialize in exotics. So you will see crocodile and ostrich, some alligator, but mostly croc and ostrich. You get your CITES paperwork, all of that, and it is a fraction of the cost of what exotics would cost you anywhere else. I paid for my 2 bags for a croc, an ostrich, and a croc card holder. I paid 5,000 euros, but because I hit the 5,000 euro mark, you actually qualify for the higher VAT percentage back. So I believe instead of the normal 12% back, it went up to 18% back. So I got back like 1,000 euros as it was. They also gifted me that little croc heart that I showed you on a first video in the black bag. But yeah, she is a beautiful, beautiful bag. And when we go back to Milan in this later this year, I'm going to go back there, and they make wicker bags, and they still hand weave the wicker, and they have a croc touch for flaps or handles. So I will probably do that. Like I said, they come with their CITES paperwork, all of that. So I can travel with it legally if I want to, but the brand is Giosa Milano. And I met the family, they were there, they make very beautiful, beautiful bags. They don't mind you coming in and looking around, they just ask that you don't touch, because, you know, it's very sensitive skin. They will give you gloves, though. So on that note, I have also their croc card case, and I just wanted a fun color in it, so I went with this like electric blue. But it's all leather on the inside, regular normal leather, and then croc skin on the outside. And I don't remember how much this was on just its own. The croc purse was the more expensive of the 3 pieces. I know that, like, by a lot. But then and then I have this Valentino Rockstar bag. I actually got this at the outlet in Orlando. Walked in, wasn't per se looking for a bag, but I saw it. I love that I like the East-West style. It had all the rock studs at the bottom, and then the metallic green, patent green, like you just don't see that anymore. Like, and so I love that it was a different fun color. So my mom got this for me and gave it to me for Christmas. But yeah, it even has this chain detail on the back with the rock studs that does remove. I've not tried to remove it before, so I'm not going to attempt to right now and not figure out how to put it back on. It comes with a crossbody like normal, which the good thing with this is at least the handles go down if you did want to wear it as a crossbody instead of sticking up all the time. But the East-West style gives it a lot of space in there. And to tell what a good deal she got, the original retail price of this bag was $3,650. Their price was $2,400, and then it was marked down again from there. So she ended up getting it for $1,500, I believe is what it came down to, $1,500 or $1,600. So she got it for a really good deal. And then lo and behold, with the Devil Wears Prada 2 coming back, Valentino Rockstud is back. So who would have thought? But yeah, really just a fun little bag. All the details on it, they didn't miss a beat. So, and then we get into you know, the normal, this is a vintage single flap Chanel bag. It was made in 96. So it is the gold plating hardware with the little notch that lets you know one of the details. It's a vintage baby. It's been, whoever had it did really good job taking care of it. It is full lambskin, so it's not the caviar. I have the insert for it, a dust bag for it. It's got the oxblood inside. Only thing I wish was that I could manipulate the handles, the strap, to be used as a crossbody, or a shorter, not crossbody, I'm sorry, a shorter shoulder strap instead of a long shoulder strap. But that's okay. She's in great shape for her age, and I don't use her as much as I should. That's what I'll say for that. And then we get into the other bag that I got from the Giosa Milano family-owned place in Milan. So this is the Ostrich bag. And Ostrich does not need CITES paperwork like Crocodile does. So something to know. I love that it had like the trunk style of it. I loved the color. It came in a pink or a lime green, and I wasn't feeling the lime green. And at that time, I think it was my only pink bag yet, because I didn't have the Versace yet. So like I was like, oh, well, I don't have pink. Let's go there. Love the metal hardware of it. It did come with an ostrich strap of its own. And it does kind of work like a lot of the Fendi trunk bags does, with the hook closure there. The only thing I wish that he had done differently, and if I had time there, you can have bags custom made. If it would have been possible, I might have had him make a top handle for it. But like I said, it does come with the ostrich leather strap. But it opens up like that. So it doesn't hold a lot, and you do have to put stuff in there just right to get it to close, or it won't close properly. And just close it back like that. So to make it more of a, because I didn't really like it with the crossbody, so what I did was I went onto Amazon, and they had some metal chains and silver hardware that came in 3 lengths. So it came as a crossbody one, it came as a shoulder one, and it came in an even shorter one that made it just a top handle. So that was my alternative, and it looks really good with the bag this way. So anyways, again, that is this brand, Giosa Milano. Beautiful, beautiful wear. And it's just hard to find those local places anymore that are still keeping it as a family business. So that's nice. So then we get into my constants. Like I told you, I love the color. I am no expert on like the colors of the names of the bags. I'm not that way about Hermes in any way. I don't play the game. I buy the pre-loved. I do use this more as a top handle or a short shoulder. But yeah, it is a handy bag. Comes in handy a lot. I get way more use out of it than I thought. And the color transfer on it has actually been well. Like it doesn't, yep, some leather doesn't seem to pick it up very, very easily. So that's nice. So then we get into my more recent bag, my more recent addition to my bag collection, which is the Louis Vuitton paint can. This was a Virgil Abloh collection. The blue is the most rare and that was made the least of, even though it was part of the second drop. I love it. I'd been looking for this bag for a couple years. I missed out on it on a chance on Fashion File when it was at a really good price. It opens, it's magnetic at the top, it opens up, it's fully the same blue on the inside and a suede. It does come with a leather crossbody. The detail on the handle is great. It's got the Louis Vuitton, you know, emblems and stuff that make up the monogram. Just a fun, this is all leather. So it's just a fun bag. It holds my phone, it holds a pair of sunglasses. all the essentials. It is smaller than I actually thought it was. I thought it was going to be like a normal regular size paint can, but it's not, and that's okay. I don't need it to be that big. But yeah, so I finally found it again in January for a good price. So because the blue is the most sought after, so it's also the most expensive. So I found a seller on Whatnot. They also sell through their store, and so I bought it through their store because they were giving a much better price on it that way. So yeah, that is that beautiful bag. It's one of those bags people laugh at me for, but I don't care. Like, I love it. So just too cute. And then I'll do this one next. It's my Birkin. I mean, I'm not going to dwell too much on this. Who you know, everybody, you know, has seen these a million times. I doubt I'll ever buy another real Birkin. This was pricey. I love the color of it. It felt, you know, it's the Hermes color. So like, I feel like that really like is what sold it to me. I do not use this anywhere as much as I should. And I know I've said that on a couple bags, but as you all probably know, this was not a cheap bag for me to not use more. But, and then I think, is this my final bag? Other than a few clutches, yeah, I think this is my final bag. But, or it's at least the final one I'm going to do right now. But anyways, let's see. I have this Hermes Midor bag. Pull out that. It is a bucket style bag. I love the design of it. Just love the roundness of it. Just a cute little bag. It doesn't hold a lot and everything you might see kind of at the top standing up. But it is a fun little bag, and I love that it's a bag that most people don't have. That's, you know, it's not the classic Hermes bags that everybody goes for, and that's what I loved about it. It's also not the same price as the other Hermes bags. I mean, it's still pricey, but not like that. I got it pre-loved. You can see a little bit of the color transfer on here. See if I can find it. So yeah, all my Hermes were pre-loved. I did not pay store price. And I did not buy them brand new from anybody. So it helped a little bit with the price. Let me put this back in. But yeah, so I think that completes my bag collection. And I need to put that back in. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let's see, one more thing real quick. There. Yeah, I think that's all done. I've got a few clutches, but nothing worth sharing. So I hope y'all enjoyed my bag collection. I'm sorry this last one was so long. I was not expecting for this to be a three-parter. But I do have a lot of bags, and I'm trying to share with you what's real, what's not real, what's, you know, luxury but not designer, all that kind of stuff, why I buy it, where I buy it, that kind of stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll probably do some other videos, jewelry collection, watch collection, which, as I mentioned, still waiting on that last piece to come in. And I think that might complete my watch collection. Maybe. There might be one other one I'm eyeing, but it'll be way down the road probably that I would get it. And then my shoe collection, that one I know will take me time. I'm actually a shoe girl before a bag girl, believe it or not. But yeah. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it this far, I'm so sorry that it was so long, but thanks.